This is a U.
Yeah.
Oh. This is a 2.
And it's YouTube.
Yeah!
Oh!
Woo! Wait. All right. Come back.
Wait.
Check me out. I'm Dad.
And this is a shoe.
And I'm a dad shoe.
Oh my God! Oh, okay. All right.
Wait, yeah.
All right.
This glass is full.
All right.
Size.
And I'm going to go for a run.
That's a full.
Yep. You can count on me. Count on me. Count on me. Count it up.
That's a full size. That's a full size. She want every color. That's a full size.
Hello to every single member of the FS Army watching across the world. Of course, I'm your co-host, Brendan Dunne.
I'm at Welty.
Trinidad James, happy Juneteenth.
And we have with us here today a special guest. He is a podcaster, a comedian, former MMA fighter, and one of the most important Brendans in the sneaker scene. But just I'm the original Brendan Sneakerhead.
Yeah.
Not Brendan Schaub. Anyways, go on.
Brendan Schaub, come on the show.
Brendan Schaub.
What's up, fellow Brendan? And what's up, fellas? How you guys doing?
What's going on, brother?
How are you, man?
Big Brown in the house.
Hanging in. What's up?
Thank you for being here, man. We've wanted to do this one for a long time. People have been begging for it. We want to talk about your sneaker history. The first thing we want to talk about, though, the shoes everyone's wearing today. Welty, what do you have on feet?
On cue again, wearing a pair of Adidas Lotherton Special. I like them.
Yeah, Welty. When that Welty and I hear Special, it's a good day. In the honor of my boy Welty and the New Balance fam, I got on the New Balance Absorbs, the Stray Rats.
That's a good one.
Shout out to my socks, Distort. It's a black-owned company. I think out of Chicago, I could be wrong. But like I said, all the black-owned sock companies, trying the whole season, we doing this. So send me some fire. I'll buy it, obviously.
Mr. Schaub, what do you have on?
I mean, I can't believe you guys aren't showing them. I got on my off-white Blazers. They're probably the shoe I wear the most, so they look
Okay.
beat up.
Great shoe.
I
Great
wear
shoe.
these the most, for sure.
Been a Blazer guy since the Overland days, am I right?
Correct, sir. I stay on the Blazers. Good reference, by the way.
I stay on the Reeboks question lows today. You know what it is. Guys, let's talk sneaker news. Before that, though, do remember this is another charity episode. You can hit the donate button to give some money to the Bail Project, which is fighting to end cash bail here in the United States. First moment of sneaker news we want to talk about is the Cool Grey Jordan 11, a shoe that is definitely, wait for it, not coming back this year. We talked to Jordan Brand. They confirmed there are no plans to make the shoe. Jason Tatum posted a PE pair with the mesh on the upper. People got a little bit excited. Brendan, I have to ask, how do you feel about Jordan 11s?
I love the 11s, especially the Concords. Like anybody around me, usually because I'm such a sneakerhead, I expect them to have good sneakers. So I used to bring on, my opener and my MC, they had bad shoes, so I bought them both Concord 11s.
Concords for the whole team?
For the whole squad, and those are
Nice.
those are the 5s are my favorite J's. You know what the problem is with basketball shoes is I'm a big dude. I'm like 6'4", 250, might be 255. So I'm a big dude. Hey, holla. So big boy. So when basketball shoes are so bulky, I have to be careful.
Mhm.
Like me and some 11s or me and some Durants, I just look like this big freaking buffoon. You know what I'm saying? So
You going too hard in the paint?
I look like a security guard. I gotta be careful.
The Hoagies, yeah, the KD is a long shoe. If you're a big person, that's a
They look
wild
like
one.
a Subway sandwich sometimes.
You look like you're about to jump in like World's Strongest Man, like you're on some Thor style, right?
Yeah, it's just too intense for me. Certain shoes don't work. And being a big guy, all shoes aren't for us. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be selective. You gotta be smart about it.
Absolutely. Trinidad, do you have a pair of Cool Greys in the closet?
Oh yeah, I mean that's a given. To me, I didn't think this was news, but I guess a great shoe always wants to be bought again.
But when an 11 drops, Jordan still sells 1 million pairs. Like you can see nobody wearing Jordan 11s like all year, and then Jordan drops one Jordan 11 at Christmas time, and like they sell 1 million pairs online.
Oh yeah, of course, because you got everybody 28 and older buying them.
Brendan, you go to the mall when they drop the 11s?
I don't go to the mall. I've taken so many L's on the Nike sneaker app. It's not even funny. I feel like they're conspiring against me. I'm
I know.
Feels personal.
No, I take it so personal. I'm not lying. I probably won 5 shoes out of the last 100. I mean, it'll hurt your feelings, man.
Do you have like your girl like trying to get the shoes for you too on her phone?
She has an account. My brother has an account. And then I heard if you're under the same Wi-Fi account, they know, so it logs you out. So I'll go to StockX or GOAT afterwards, but sometimes it's tough, man.
Nice.
Sorry,
Before we
my-
move forward, let me get him
my
light
light
back.
just-
That motherfucker dark as shit.
Electricity.
I was like, what are you doing?
Nike cut the lights. Sorry, guys.
I heard you talking shit about Nike and they just fucking pulled the cord on the show, bro.
An AirPod last week and now a light. This is great. I can't wait to see what mine's is.
All right, camera action.
Next piece of sneaker news to go on to. Possible friend of the program, Shaun Weatherspoon, is dropping his next sneaker collaboration, and it's not with Nike, and it's not with Adidas, a brand that he said he has no nostalgia for. It is with Asics on the Gel Light 3.
He can do no wrong in my book. I love his shoes. I lived this Saturday for Father's Day. My girl got me the Air Max Witherspoon. So
It's a good gift.
I've been wanting them forever. It's my favorite shoe. I'm not a big Asics guy, man. Never been a big Asics guy, but I'll have to get these because I love him so much. But I guess.
I'm glad these are finally coming out. Welty, you want to take your little shots? We're done with that. We're not bullying Shaun Weatherspoon on this show. I'm happy his Asics are finally coming out. It's long overdue. I feel like we've seen these forever. So, continue to do his thing, especially if he can get people back into Asics. Like Brendan said, there's not a lot of people right now checking for him. So make it happen.
I'm not mad at it. I mean, I got blessed enough to get gifted a pair back in the day. He understands sneakers. I feel that he really understands colorways, and more importantly, he understands materials. I think that's where he really shines. It makes it feel like corduroy is like his aesthetic, you know what I'm saying? Which I don't think that's the only thing he's into. He's into a lot of other things, but he's really into like vintage materials and vintage pieces. So I think this will work out for him.
It's dope too when you wear it. When it wears down, I think it looks dope on shoes.
Brendan, you had the Stranger Things Nikes that you were trying to like burn with the lighter to wear away too.
Bro, they should have gave someone like an instruction manual. So I'm doing it with a lighter. I'm burning my hand. And then someone give me like a mini flamethrower. I can't wear them now, man.
You had the flamethrower?
Yeah, I had like this mini flamethrower for like cigars. You know what I'm saying? Like the big,
Yes.
yeah.
Or dabs, according to what you're into.
You didn't have the Elon Musk flamethrower shooting at the shoes?
Ooh.
Now, my boy Rogan has one, but I don't want to use that on the shoes. You feel me?
Big Joe, come on the show.
Dude, not a sneakerhead. If you have a show called Not Into Sneakers, have him on it.
We'll talk about Under Armour the whole episode. It's all good.
Under Armour and the 5-finger shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
He likes the Vibrams? Nobody needs to see Joe Rogan's toes. I'm just saying.
Well,
Hey,
bro,
man.
you run
You don't
through
want that fight.
between Joe and then Bryan Callen. They're both older, dude. They're both like 50. So it's like they're not sneakerheads. They don't care, man. They make fun of me because I like shoes.
Would you try to put Bryan onto those Air Force Ones, like the custom pair, and they just looked like ridiculous on his feet?
It's just not for him, man. It's just not for him. Same way as dad shoes aren't for me. They're just, he's 52. I tried to hook him up with some like cool dunks. It's just a bad vibe. I gave up.
Brendan, we want to know, more about your sneaker history. You know what I'm saying? You've had a very interesting career, man, from like changing things around and from fighting to comedy to podcasting. But before all that got started, when did sneakers become the thing that you actually like really cared about, be so passionate about?
Really, really way back, because where I grew up in Aurora, Colorado, like the way to fit in, my school is made up of all different races, man. So
All right. Spanish, black, white, obviously.
there wasn't a ton of white kids. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, my way of fitting in was through shoes. But we can afford the shoes, so I think they're McGregor shoes, like that off-brand we got from Callen. I got it for like 4 weeks. I remember my brother got the Jordan 5s the first time they came out. I got them shortly after that because I copied everything my brother did. So it started with the Jordan 5s, man. And that shoe's so important to me.
Did it change the way people saw you at high school? Like you stepped in with the frosted tips and you had the Jordan 5s on and you were the man all of a sudden?
Well,
Holy shit.
Kind of, but this is what did it. I got the Jordan 5s, started flexing on them hoes, and then I got a starter jacket. But this is how big of a nerd I am. You go, dang, that's a starter, and I didn't know what that meant. I go, yeah, that's my first one.
Wow.
I know somewhere in there you got really into Nike Kobe's. When did that happen? I know you're a Kobe fan.
Big Kobe fan. I used the Kobe's when I was in the UFC. I'd wear them to train in. Remember when he tore his Achilles heel and he came out with those first high top ones?
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah, I would use those as my boxing shoes.
Comfortable shoe.
And then now, obviously, rest in peace to Kobe. They're still releasing some of them. It looks like they're going to release a lot more coming up. But now the shoe I work out is the Kyrie Irving
6, Kyrie 6, which one?
6.
I still like the Kyrie 2. That's my favorite one for some reason. It's very comfortable, light, very light basketball shoe. To hoop in, let me say that.
I'll tell you what's bad to hoop in and to like cross train in is the LeBrons. They're just
Which
chunky.
ones?
All of them.
17? Oh, all of them? Okay. I like the 17, to be honest with you, man.
After the ones, they get chunky, man. They're not good to like work out.
Okay.
I saw on your podcast you were watching The Last Dance every single episode. One of the moments that you were talking about that kind of inspired us to do something on Complex was you were saying these kids don't know shit nowadays about backward swooshes. They think it started with Travis Scott. It started with Dennis Rodman.
Yes.
You need to learn your fucking sneaker history. You said you had the Rodmans back in the day.
Yeah, man. My brother was the biggest Dennis Rodman fan, the Worm, and he had those green with the backwards check on them. So, like when the Travis Scott's hit, which I think I have all of them besides his dunks. I have all the Travis Scott collabs besides the dunks, and I'm a huge fan of his. But you know, everyone's like, "Oh, that's so dope how they're doing the backwards swoosh." I'm like, "Whoa, dude, Rodman was the first. Come on, son."
These kids got it all backwards, quite literally.
So,
God damn.
There's the worst take right there.
Do you feel like kids don't know enough about sneaker history?
well, now you know, and maybe I can jump in this pool as well, but it's like this hype beast thing. Like, I don't think kids realize why they're buying them. Like, they don't get why certain shoes are a big deal. Like, they don't know the history of them, which is disappointing. But that's kind of everything, isn't it?
You know what's interesting about us hearing us say that as per se, you know, older guys now at this point, even though we're young in a type of way, is that when I think back of like collecting shoes, you know, even when I was young, I still was buying shoes that I liked before I cared about the history. You know, just me being honest. So I don't really get too upset about kids not knowing the history about a shoe if you really like the shoe. You know, colorways do matter a lot. Some things you buy because it's Travis Scott, not necessarily because it's a Nike SB Dunk.
I agree 100%. I think for me, with why I mess with Travis Scott's collab so much is I watched his doc on Netflix.
Good doc.
And when you see his come up and they show him at like some outdoor like car.
People.
And then they show where he's at now. I'm like, oh, I can relate to that. Like I love that hustle. So since I saw that, everything he does shoe wise, I try to get all of them.
But remind you of your days back in the Grudge Training Center.
Yeah.
Trinidad, you did say you only buy the shoe because it's popular. So I don't know.
Sometimes.
Well, high beast don't buy shoes unless they're popular.
Like these, I recently took an L on the app, but I got 'em, for my boys at Suplex in Philly. It's like this.
Suplex, nice.
I'm 6'4". This bubble, it doesn't work for me, man. So I don't know to see them in person. When I wear these, I can't be 6'6", looking like Mutombo in here. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't do that.
Brendan, on one of your podcasts, you told a story about how you had a friend who was in the Hells Angels who used to sell drugs and said that they stopped selling drugs because Yeezys were more profitable.
Yeah, he was a friend of mine. He worked with high profile celebrity security. He always had dope shoes on, and then he was a big fight fan and comedy fan. We just started talking. He was like, "Yo, if you ever need anything, let me know." So he sent me the 350 Zebras. I met him in person to grab some kicks from him. And he was just like, "Man, this is my side hustle. The markup on these is so much higher than anything else I do, and it's safe." So he just started doing, being a sneaker dude.
Sneaker man.
Sneaker man.
The dark arts, as my friend Theo calls it.
It's a hell of a transformation.
Now, let me ask you this, Brendan. What is the wildest thing or craziest thing you have done to secure a pair of sneakers?
I've had like some shady encounters with I like custom kicks. Like I like kicks nobody else has. So like Dank,
yep.
The Supreme
Dunk
collab.
inspired, yeah.
My boy, the shoe surgeon, did these. So
Shout out to
Hey, Dom.
Shout out Dom.
that's my guy. But here's the problem with custom shoes, fellas. They're not all Dank, and shoe surgeon. Sometimes homeboy might look dope, and then you get the shoes, and they're not dope. I'm not going to call him out, because I feel bad for the kid.
Call him out.
I can't. And I also...
We have to.
He can't beat your ass. It don't matter.
I'll text you his name, but I ordered 2 pairs of shoes for him. The shoe comes, I'm like, God, they look kind of weird. They're like a Travis Scott Jordan 1, but in the Stussy color, so it was like brown and pink. They look dope.
Yeah.
And then I put them on, they're too tight. I can feel it like squeaking. I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna wear them today, I'll get through it. So I get to the studio, and Matt Barnes and Dwayne Wade and Stack is here, and they're all those guys are sneakerheads. And I'm like, dang, the one day I wear these freaking custom shoes, whatever, they'll probably just look at me like, oh, those are dope, and move on. So as I get out of the car, I look down the shoe, and where he glued the front, it starts to peel off. So it's like peeling off.
Oh, no.
And he's talking to you.
Yeah, exactly. Had a tongue, and then the Nike sign starts to peel off on the side.
Oh, man.
So I'm like, yeah, they won't notice. We're all in a circle, and they're like telling this like cool story. I'm listening, and I can feel Matt Barnes' eyes just keep glazing down at my shoe. I'm like, oh, please don't say nothing for me. Please don't say anything. I just hear him go, "The hell are those?" I was like, oh no. The shoe's just a complete mess, dude. The moral of the story is be careful with customs. Not everybody's Dank or freaking my boy shoe surgeon. You gotta be careful.
He literally gave you all that smoke.
All the smoke, man. My shoe was melting from the smoke.
Melting in the California sun. Speaking of smoke, I know you had a little bit for Reebok back when you were fighting, their UFC deal, and you said Reebok can't get Big Brown for $10,000. You felt like Reebok's sponsorship money kind of messed up the whole game. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, it was nothing against Reebok. I don't think Reebok knew what they were signing up for. So they thought they were talking to the UFC brass, and they're like, yeah, most guys, they have to track down these sponsors, and this would be good because it solidifies, their sponsorship money, and they can have all the gear they want, all the shoes they want. So it's good for you guys. So Reebok's like, okay. So I don't blame Reebok. Reebok just didn't know the nature of the beast. You're talking about paying me 10 grand when I was making over 6 figures on sponsors, and then I got rock Reeboks, which, let's be honest, haven't made a cool shoe, and I don't know how long since
I can't have you talking like that about Reebok on the show.
Come on.
Brendan, you're not the only person with sponsorships to consider, okay?
Hey, unless you're in CrossFit or the UFC, you shouldn't be in Reeboks, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they just didn't know what they were dealing with. And then, I retired, all good. Thank God all that stuff happened because I'm at where I'm at now. I met with one of their employees, and he was like, what can we do? You're a big influencer. What can we do to make these, kind of get interested in Reebok again? And I didn't know what to tell him. So we went our separate ways. But
you told him lose my number.
Yeah, I sure did. I don't think Reebok re-ups the deal. I think they'll be done.
Re-ups.
He said it, not me.
Brendan, do you think that your taste in sneakers changed dramatically when you went from MMA to comedy? How has comedy changed sneakers, the outlook for you, should I say?
I've always been a huge sneakerhead, but when I was fighting the UFC, I just couldn't afford them. You know what I'm saying? And when I got into comedy podcasting, I couldn't afford the shoes that I want. And so, with stand-up and everyone, I post sneaker of the day every day. I wear new shoes and I post them on my Instagram story. So people know me as a sneakerhead. So when I go on stage, if I don't have like something legit, I wore like a regular pair of like, Air Force One, and they're just white, and it went dope with the outfit. And I think I was in Houston, and I did a meet and greet, and the guy was like, dude, we're so bummed out, man. I'm like, what? He's like, we thought you'd bring the fire, man. Me and my girl brought these, and he had like some dope off-white slab on. Felt bad. I was like, sorry, I ruined your night, man. So
people look forward to that, actually. Like, if they know you for the heat, like they want to see heat every time they see your feet.
Different cities will have like the most fire shoes and like unique and rare shoes we've ever seen, and some cities will just have trash.
What city has the worst sneakers?
Probably Albuquerque, New Mexico.
I know you've been to Spokane, Washington. That had to be pretty dry too. Do you feel like comedians at this point feel like they have to get into sneakers? I feel like everybody with a podcast kind of in your lane is into sneakers all of a sudden.
I mean, the only people I really know who are into sneakers are like Joe Coy's really into sneakers, Segura's into a little bit, Kreischer's into a little bit, but as far as like the straight sneakerhead, there's not a ton, man. Most of them are like older too, you know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of, young.
They don't understand the game.
Nah, man.
Does it get taxing though? You said you have sneakers of the day, like trying not to repeat, because you have 3 different podcasts. Are you ever just like, fuck, like I wore these this day and like I can't wear them again?
No, not really. Like I remember when I first got the off-white dunks, I got the white and greens, and I wore them like 4 days in a row. So I'd post them every day. And I started getting like hate messages, like, dude, again, switch it up. I'm like, damn, dog.
The standards we have to, it's not easy.
Not easy at all, fellas.
Listen, Brendan, every single week here on the show, we punish someone in the worst take section for something terrible they did or said. Last week, we make them switch out their shoes for something awful as decided by the YouTube commenters. This week, I am so happy to hear that it is not me. Instead, it is my co-host, Matt Welty, because his AirPods died halfway through the show.
Oh, that's one of the best moments of my entire life.
Guys, my headphones went out. I don't know what just happened.
Did they die?
I guess I have to put these.
He can't hear us right now, so Anything we want to say about him? Matt Welty, still working through technical difficulties when it comes to this Zoom version of Full Size Run. Welty, switch out your sneakers and please tell us in the comments this week who fucked up.
So I don't have any worse takes at my apartment.
You felt that fucking confident that you thought you were never gonna get?
No, they never.
Called
They never.
out? Is that what it was?
They never got shipped here, man. You know what I'm actually gonna do?
Big surprise.
No, let's do it. Let's put some Nike on.
That's your worst
All right,
take?
let's go. Let's go.
You have.
Let's go. It's a take. It's some type of take. Eternal take. Some type of take.
You haven't seen me in Nike in a long time, ever since, and I got roasted for wearing Nike at ComplexCon. Not bad though, but let's put these on, right?
Ooh. What was it take?
I'm gonna wear Nike though. You're not expecting.
There he is. So Brendan, we also do a segment on the show called Drip, Flip, or Skip. Drip, meaning it looks good. You know what I'm saying? You'll rock it. You know, it meets your standards. Flip, you resell it.
Have you ever?
And then skip, we don't fuck with it at all.
All right.
The first shoe in Drip, Flip, or Skip is going to be the Jordan 3 Animal Instinct 2.0. And I will start with you first, Mr. Brendan Schaub.
9 times out of 10, if it has animal print on it, I buy it. For whatever reason, I'm into animal print. These are my favorite animal prints. The Safari's here.
Wait, this isn't the Joe Exotic hitter for you?
I know, I do have the Joe Exotic hitters, but he kind of ruined it, right? So I'm going to skip these. I have too much animal print. They all kind of look the same, especially in those Jordans. So I'm going to skip.
Brendan Dunne.
Yeah, I do appreciate the assumed connection here to gay icon Joe Exotic, but these are not for me. A little too slithery, a little too snaky. This is like haram footwear, super iblis, so I'm skipping it.
Wow. All right. Welty?
Oh, I can't follow that one up. I'm just gonna say skip.
Exactly.
What am I gonna say?
Yeah, exactly. The part of me, I seen these early to cop, and I passed, man. I don't know. I just passed. I feel like it's enough customs. Like I kind of want to just leave it in the custom world. I don't need Jordan to do customs.
Get it custom. You're a customer.
Moving forward, LeBron 7 MVP. Brendan Dunne. Drip, flip, or skip, sir.
You know what? It's a good looking shoe, but I don't think I would ever wear these. So I'm gonna skip it. I'm happy to see the LeBron 7 coming back. Great model. I don't need these.
I can confess to it. I think I put it out there on Twitter that I did try to resell all my fellow Armenians tried to hook me up on those the early
And you failed
releases.
miserably.
And it failed, right? The Armenian connection did not come through.
I'm going to skip those. Check out the air bubble, dude. Unless I'm playing basketball at the YMCA, I can't rock those.
You're a big LeBron fan, though, right?
I love LeBron. I can't rock listen, man, I wear shoes for style, you know, and I have my shoes if I'm hooping or something like that, but I'm just, it's a hard skip, man.
I'm a still skip, man, and I love LeBron to death. But this colorway, it just doesn't do it for me. I'm super strapped. Obviously, I will hoop in them, but I pretty much hoop in anything for the most part. Moving forward with shoes, we got the Nike Dunk Low Champ colors. Okay, I see claps. I see eyebrows raised. I see smiles. I'll start my boy Welty. What we got? This is not
Brendan,
a Denver Bronco collab.
Brendan, you gonna rock these with the John Elway throwback?
Bro, am I ever? I'm gonna get that Carl Mecklenburg jersey and just rock all of these things.
These are a drip to me. I like what they're doing with the dunks.
I like what they're doing with the dunks as well, but I'm still waiting. I think the white and red pair is the one for me, so I am gonna flip this one because I think the resale's doing all right on these. And you know, it's like the Champs colors, Virginia. I've never been to Virginia, so it doesn't mean anything to me.
The biggest grip. I mean, I'll probably take a hard L on the sneaker app, but I'll find them somehow.
You know what? Maybe after this, you might have a little bit more juice with Nike. They may hear your complaints.
Who knows?
Hopefully, man. Hopefully.
Nike doesn't hook you up with all the clout?
Never. They're the only company that has it, like, Puma has reached out.
Puma.
Nike's the only one who was like, I think we're good, dude. I think we're good.
Do you want to send a message directly to Nike right now while you have their attention?
Yeah, Nike, what are we doing, dude? Your boy here. Every day I post a new shoe, and 99% of the time it's Nike. Come on, let's go, man.
Time to stop giving it to them for free.
This colorway I will pass on, but the Nike Dunk Lows, I love all the colleges that they're doing. I just got the green and yellow. I forgot what school that's for, though. I'll call it the Oakland A's. Those are actually Brazil for real? Oh,
yeah.
Okay, cool. I just got those from sneakers and stuff. So shout out to them. They have a thing or whatever. You might try them out. It might be better luck on sneakers and stuff. They got it works. Now moving forward, Brendan S. We do outfits on here. And you know, we got to do your fucking outfits. Outfit number 1. There he is. All right, talk to me here. What's going on? Where we at?
That's
One Oak, where?
No, that's opening for a movie night. That's a movie premiere. I forget what movie that's from, but I got a pretty fly jacket on some black jeans. Check out the Yeezys. Check out
750s.
All right, glow in the dark, right? 750s.
Yes, sir. I was real sweaty, and I just remember I was really sweaty. It was a hot summer night, but style takes over from comfort. I was sweating so much in the movie theater. Then you knew I had to get a hot dog and popcorn.
Hey.
And you got your sneakers glowing, messing up the whole ambiance.
I thought I looked pretty fly.
Hey, I'm not mad at you on the eating in the movie theater, man. I don't care what premiere it is. I'm gonna get me a popcorn at least.
We went to see Sonic, and he had the nachos.
Hey, exactly. Brendan S. Drip, flip, or skip.
Oh, drip, man. Everyone loved that, man. That's a cute kid. That's a cute kid. That's a cute kid.
I think, given your story, it's a literal drip. You were perspiring too much wearing the outfit.
Oh, man.
This is a literal flip for me because I did have a pair of these sneakers and I did resell them at Flight Club. So just total moment of honesty, real life flip.
It's really interesting. We're Eskimo buddies on that, Brendan Dunne. I flipped that shoe too, that particular 750. Actually, I flipped the black ones too. I just kept the original gray ones, like I read all the rest of them.
Did you guys ever wear them?
Yeah.
No. You know what it is, Brendan? You know, you're a thick boy. I'm a little squat, so like I don't think I'm tall enough to wear the 750. I feel like
Sounds
you're
like a
kind of tall to wear the
cartoon.
750.
Thick boy and little squat.
Yeah. Yeah, you really got, I don't know, man. You got to wear the right outfit. That was probably the only time I don't know if I wore them after that. I sold them just to a buddy. I don't really flip.
So we all flip the shoes?
I don't flip.
Except for me. I didn't flip them.
Outfit number 2. Yep. Let's talk about it. Brendan S. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. My boy Dank just got me the night before, and I'm in that a robe there that's too small, and that's at my favorite hotel, Hotel Emma in San Antonio, which I'll be next week. Just I'll probably take the exact same picture with a different pair of shoes next week.
Let's go.
As long as you have a different pair of shoes, because you don't want the commenters to be mad.
You're right, dude. Drip, dude. Is there anything cooler to be a sneakerhead in just a robe and some kicks and some coffee? Just enjoying your morning?
I'm going to call this a drip. This is the album cover right here.
Yeah, respect the Dank. It's a drip. This is like your version of, She's Gotta Have It, where he just keeps the Jordan 1s on when he's in the bed.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in San Antonio, one of my favorite places in Texas. Just all type of good vibes there. And then Dank did the shoes, so it's a drip.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Last but not least, you have the thottiest poses on earth. I want to put that out there in the world.
Dude, I'm a thirsty Instagram hoe. That's what it looks like. Let me describe this, man. First of all, I'm on stage. I'm a thick dude. I started riding bikes, so my legs got bigger, and I like to wear tight jeans. And I have this bit where I bend down, and my jeans tore on stage. Everybody started laughing. Skip. I'm gonna skip this one, man. A real first damn thought right here.
I love myself a selfie as well, but it's a little too thirsty for me, so it's a skip.
Can we call this a rip because of the jeans?
Boom.
Or is that not allowed?
You're on. I'm comfortable with it. I'm good with it, and my nuts are hanging out the front, so I'm comfortable with it.
You know what's interesting, Brendan? I've seen you with multiple photos with this rip in the same exact spot. I was like, what type of heat is he packing?
Yeah, I know. It's actually
What?
But it's just I like so much. My thighs, dude. I mean, I get these.
He's been practicing for the eggplant challenge all his life. Would you call these on feet the Elon Musketeers?
Did, man. Trying to get to Mars, baby.
I co-sign that. Just let me hitch a ride on your spaceship.
Let's do it, dog.
I can never knock a man for wearing skinny jeans, but I will have to skip this outfit.
You said you can't knock a man, and you knocked a man?
It's fair, though. It's fair. But did you see the Travis Scott Houston jersey now? Come on now.
I tell you, Welty, that was some type of like millennial Houston. That wasn't like a
Houston,
throwback.
we have a problem. Straight to the moon.
We was arguing, was this like a Elijah Wan jersey or like millennial? Yeah. It's millennial.
Travis Scott, yeah.
That's a fit, man. That's a thotty fit. That's a thotty fit. I think it's the pose, man. It's the pose.
But I had to show off the rip in my jeans.
You had to. I'm all about it, brother.
Advertise.
Doing it for the gram, man.
Before we get out of here, we want to breeze through the comment section and see what people have been saying about us on YouTube for the past week, which is always a fun time. We have one comment here from Jason Bennell saying, whole world just gave a sigh of relief that the FSR drought is finally over. That's right, we are back. Now we just need someone to organize Brendan's sneaker wall before it collapses. My wall, not I don't know. Josh Posh saying these new hairstyles are dope. Thank you, Josh.
Got the
Silk
Hello,
City,
Josh.
black owned. You know how we doing. Come on.
Inspiring confidence in all of our co-hosts. One more here. Daniel Reel saying this show represents what sneaker culture is all about: diversity, knowledge, fun, respect, and inclusion. I love that. That sounds like something straight out of Miss Guthrie's lesson plan. Way to keep us wholesome here. Brendan, thank you so much for being here. This has been another episode of Full Size Run. I'm your co-host Brendan Dunne.
I'm at Welty.
Dad is in the building.
I'm Brendan Schaub. I love you guys. I've been a fan for a long time, and keep up the good work, fellas.
Thank you, man.
Likewise, brother.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Love you guys.
She want every color, that's a full size. Buy a 6 for my kids, bought a 7 for my chick.
You watched the video. Thank you for that. We appreciate it. But now, we need something else from you.
We need you to like and comment on all the videos, please.
Guys, we're at over 300,000 subscribers. We need to get to 500,000. Get us there. Don't waste time. Don't waste our time. Don't waste your time. We're in this together. Get us to 500,000 subscribers. Press the button. Come on, guys.
Also, we need you to download the Soul Collector app, where you can find the best prices for sneakers across different marketplaces. We appreciate your cooperation.